You know, my name is Ime Agban, MD CEO of Hydroferric Limited. We're a marine service company in Port Harcourt, into the marine arm of the Nigerian oil and gas. And we've been in this business for the past 10 to 15 years.
That's a long time. So what specific business need or challenge led you into looking or searching for a business management solution?
Well, the nature of our job requires that we send people offshore. And we have several assets and facilities offshore. So the number of people going to one facility at a given time, it will be different throughout the month.
Okay.
So you could have some people go in this week and some come out, and another set of people go in next week and then they come out, and then you have another set go in. Even in a week, you can have two sets going and another batch coming out.
Yeah.
And then we need to capture how many days they actually spent offshore within a particular month to be able to run the payroll. Most payrolls that you get off the shelf don't go into treating this kind of things. And when they do, they treat it at the basic and elementary level. Apart from their salaries and their offshore allowance, which is the fundamentals on which you operate, you also have other kinds of allowances that we had to introduce to incentivize the staff, the crew. And these allowances form several lines in our payroll, and we needed a customized software to be able to capture all the different things. It's quite a complex payroll, as you know. So it's not something you can get off the shelf. And we needed somebody to be able to work with us to develop something that is purpose-built for our kind of activities and capture all the different things. And that's how we went.
That's pretty much interesting, because that's exactly the first time I had a contact with you. That's the same conversation we had, around a customizable solution that speaks to your need. So, but I want to ask you directly, what has been your experience during this time, during this implementation, rather the discovery phase? Okay, the discovery phase, the implementation phase, and the go live phase. What's your experience working with us? If you recall, we started with your company with a different software. It was not InvexERP. So that phase, I don't know if you call it discovery, that phase was developed. I call it development. You were developing a customized software for the organization, and we quite appreciated that because it was much needed at the time. It solved most of the problems that we had in the payroll system, and it ran for 2 years plus before you advised that we should change to a new and more automated experience program, which is the InvexERP. For the InvexERP, it's a broader program and has not just the payroll aspect, it has procurement, warehousing, it has section for forms and approvals, and a few others. And so what we decided to do with that one was to go take it in phases. I think we started with the forms and approval, then went into the payroll. And for that, the experience has been, again, customized. Our business requires us to evolve. And so even if we have a particular need today and we are running it for the next 3 months, 4 months, after that, something comes up and you need to include it in the payroll to use as an incentive for the workers. And one of the advantages we've had working with the team in ExcellentBridge is being able to respond to us when we have these needs, being able to go back, tweak the program, tweak the software to be able to meet what we need. And that has been our experience. We've had to be contacting your team virtually every 2-3 months for a new upgrade. So pretty much to say that the solution is easily customizable to meet your present need as your need evolve or scale, as you scale your business skills. So well, you talk about the first version of the solution which you used for 2 years. Well, it's the same software actually. Is the desktop version, or rather on-prem version of InvexERP, the smaller version of InvexERP, which evolved to what you're using right now. Okay. So it's not a different software. It's just like the earlier version of the same software. Okay. But right now we've gone to the cloud. We're working with AI now and everything. So that's why it looks as if it's a much broader software.
Yeah, the interface is also different. So it looks like it's a different
software. I understand that.
We have to say it's a very marked improvement.
Yeah, well, it's a massive improvement. It's a new phase of our company. We're going into the cloud. We're going into AI and everything. So it's more or less like we have to create something that gives the user the right experience. And then with the AI solution, just like you mentioned, that you're able to call us and get this thing done as you go with the help of our new AI improvements. Some of the times where you have to give us some of your new requirements, our engineers just need to put that into the AI, and then the AI generates all of those processes and then they implement. That's why it's a little bit faster and it's a little bit responsive, as we go. So it's a whole new experience that you're having right now. And I'm excited that you are enjoying the journey so far. Yeah. So again, I wanted to ask you, what specific measurable improvements can you say that InvexERP has brought to your organization?
I think it's the timing for running the payroll. Mm-hmm. We're also using the forms and approvals section aspect of the Invex. Mm-hmm. And it has helped me in particular a lot. I travel out of town very often. Mm-hmm. And with InvexERP, I'm able to do approval for most of the transactions we need to do. So say there's a quotation for a job that needs to be done, it can be presented on Invex and approved on Invex, and there's a record. Say this quotation, the RFQ process leads to an invoice, the job has been done and the person has invoiced, it can also be uploaded on Invex and approved. Oh. And if the invoice is not correct and we need to decline, we can decline it there and give the reason why it is declined for the person to go back and, work on it, do the right thing and represent. You also have a record of everything that has been done there on Invex. So you can always go back to see, this is what was done before and this is where we are today. So it's the advantage that I have with Invex is that it allows me to travel out of town and still get the job done. So the job is not waiting and piling for me to come back. It's actually being done on the go. And you need to come back to the office when you need to come back to the office for physical things, but not for these aspects. This aspect has already been taken care of by. In addition, even when we have about 3 different locations we use in Port Harcourt now, when you have people in the other locations, and they are not seated in the same office where we are, they don't need to pay their transport down here or drive their car down here or look for a way to physically come to me. With InvexERP, they can upload their documents, what they want for approval, where they are, and I will get it. Oh, wow. Same thing with the rest of the staff. You have a manager and you are reporting to somebody and you are in one location doing the job and you need an approval from that person who is in one of the locations. You just upload what you are looking for approval for, and he will approve it from where he is. You don't need to go to him physically. So that's what I would say is one of the key benefits we are getting from the InvexERP.
So pretty much it's safe to say that
it saves time. Saves time for us. And for the payroll, it saves time, the calculation time instead of doing all of that. Is you just put in all the figures of the days that worked, and then you have your salary, your payroll computed, automated.
So your office is now on the cloud, literally. That's what we will say.
Some of it,
and some of it. Well, that was the vision. The vision for us with InvexERP is a day where we're going to create a paperless office. Okay, that's the vision for us. Want an office where you don't have to be in the office to get the right things done, the right jobs done. The experience you're having right now is a vision we had about, say, 5 years ago. We want to make sure that you're able to, to have flexibility around your operation. Just like you have mentioned that you don't really have to be in the office to get things approved. Basically, this is why InvexERP was created. And we are very excited that companies like yours are really benefiting from this tool. That vision is now a reality where companies are now working paperless. All of those idea of your business on the cloud is now implemented and everything.
Confirm. We are doing a lot on the cloud. It's not totally paperless because the The vendors will have to submit their invoices hard copy. Then we can now take it from there into the cloud. You have to scan it and then put into the cloud and then file out the hard copy somewhere.
Okay. So how do you see our solution supporting your organization? Supporting your organization growth long term?
What I can see is so far the team have been responsive to us. And then the needs we have doesn't stop with this approval and payroll. We have other needs. So I'm looking at a situation where either the InvexERP or other solutions that the team has can come in to help. The same thing that has been done for the procurement section should be done for the operations, should be done for the same thing that was done for the payroll can be done also for other aspects. Yeah. So the next phase we are going into right now is using the InvexERP for our warehousing records.
Yeah. So all of those solutions, all of those modules, comes with the ERP you're running. Yeah, I remember we had this discussion earlier in the deployment phase. Yeah, where especially when you guys upgraded to the cloud, to the InvexERP cloud, you mentioned that you like to take it in phases. Yes. So all of those solutions are there. The warehouse automation.
Primarily because we also did not have the staff then.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We employ the staff and put the people in place, then they can now be trained to use it.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So the solution is already there. Okay. And as I say it again, in the new version of InvexERP, we have the Nyla AI. So the Nyla AI is supposed to help you, just like you said, you hire people and then you onboard them into the ERP. We have this AI where once you onboard these guys, they get trained within the solution. Whatever they need to do. For example, you are talking about the warehouse now. Any process you want to implement, say inbounding an equipment or inbounding a material, you can just ask the AI, and then AI is going to show you all of the processes that it requires to onboard a new equipment, where you just have to just type in whatever process, let's say asset or equipment inbounding. Equipment issuing. You want to issue equipment to sites. All of those processes are already taken care of by the AI. Just type
what you want.
The AI shows you the process, and then you can just go along with the AI. So this is a very, very, very important improvement we've done within the InvexERP, and also making sure that this help businesses like yours who are always hiring. We try to make sure that this solution, our InvexERP solution, grows with that kind of speed, you understand? To also provide easy onboarding process for your new employees. So these are some of the improvements that have been made as well. So based on your experience, I'd like to ask, based on your experience with ExcellentBridge as a company, and using our solution, one of our solution, which is the InvexERP solution, will you be happy, and how happy will you be to recommend InvexERP to other organizations like yours, or even in other industries?
Yeah, it's an easy recommendation. we need everybody is looking for solutions. So if they are going to ask, is this working? We say yes, it's working. We are using it. It's not working, we won't be using it.
Exactly.
So it's an easy recommendation for those that are interested, and we would recommend.
Yeah, I'd like to ask one more question before we go. What makes ExcellentBridge stand out among possibly other vendors you have?
Is the customization.
The customization.
So
customization.
We have varied needs, and it's changing over time. And we need somebody to work with us as the needs are changing. Yeah, okay. So that's what makes ExcellentBridge stand out for us.
Okay. Yeah. So easy customization of the solution that you want as your business changes. Yeah, of course. We're excited to be able to deliver that to customers like yours.
An example would be the clocking devices. Once upon a time, we were paying salaries without making reference to attendance.
Attendance, yeah.
But we needed a situation where the people's coming into work and closing is tied to their salary. Yeah. So if you come late or you don't show up to work, it shows up in your payroll. It wasn't there before. We requested for it,
and we implemented it. Yeah, sure. So this is one of the very partnership we had with Hydroferric. About 2 years ago. Hydroferric, we had a very strong partnership with Hydroferric where we integrated their access control into InvexERP. I remember the device we are using is a Hikvision device. So all of this is now bundled together within the InvexERP. So whether it's time management you want to manage, or you want to manage access control, attendance, all of this kind of stuff is all